Okay, y'all, in this video, I'm going to show you how to download the indicators that we need. I'm going to also show you how to install them on your chart, okay? First, we're going to go to our team website, globalfxtradeclub.com, okay? We're going to click on our template section, all right? We'll put our password in to get on. Okay, I am in. I'm going to scroll down. I want to download. We don't need to download all of these, okay? We just need to download a few of them, all right? I'm going to download. I am going to download the average daily range, okay? And if you notice, everything is in alphabetical order. Average daily range, okay? I'm going to put everything on my desktop. I'm going to create a folder. I'm going to put them in a folder right quick. Actually, I'm just going to put them in this folder so I can find it, okay? All right, I'll put them in that folder right there. Cynthia's daily range, okay? That's out one. That's one. Let's put it in there. Then we're going to download the binary code. Same folder. Then we're going to download the candle time. Then we're going to download the daily spread. Then we're going to download the whole moving average. We're going to download our pip counter. We're going to download Spiller Hakanashi. We're going to download the signal strength. We're going to download the symbol changer and the Wada Atar. Okay? Those are the ones that we need to download. All right? Now, I'm also going to download this trend bar because I'll be honest with you, I forget which one is which, the trend bar here or our signal strength. I forget which one is which. So I'm going to download the trend bar also. So these are all the ones that we have, okay? So I'm done with our website. I'm done with that. Now, we're going to come over, all right? We're going to open up our MT4. We're going to click on File, Open Data Folder. Our data folder opens, right? Then we're going to click on MQL4 and indicators. Now, all those indicators that you just downloaded, you are going to take them and copy them into this folder. Okay, copy them into this folder somewhere. I just got a lot of indicators already, all of them already in mine. Okay, but what I'm going to do is, for this purpose, I'm going to take that folder on my desktop, which is my ID folder, and I'm going to take it and copy it into that folder. Okay, I'm gonna copy this whole thing into that folder, so that way I'll be able to go find it. So now in my indicators folder, I have a folder called my ID right here. Okay, so now I close that out. So then I'm gonna come over here to my navigator and I'm going to refresh. You got to refresh it. You can either close out MT4 and reopen it, or just do that and refresh it. So now when I look over, I should be able to find that folder right here. It's alphabetical order, my ID. All right. So I'm gonna open that folder. That's all those indicators. So when you open up MT4, when you open yours up, it'll probably look like this, or it may have the actual candles on it right now. No matter what it has, what we're gonna do is you're gonna select the candle button right here. Okay, select that button. Then we are going to right click anywhere on the screen, click properties. All right. First, we're going to start with colors. Get your cell phones out. Take a picture of this. I'm going to wait 10 seconds. Take a picture of this. We want the background black, foreground white. The grid, bar up, bar down, bull candle, bear candle, we want it none. Line graph, white. Volumes, white. Ask line, white. Stop levels, white. Take a picture of this. Give me a couple of more seconds. Take a picture of that. All right, we're gonna move on. Now we're gonna go to common. I'm gonna select chart shift, candlestick, and the top three. Once we have that, click OK. Now yours should look like this. This is your period separator. It means it separates the days. Between this line and this line is one full day. If we look at it, starting here, look down, straight down. That's the 23rd at 000, which is 5 o'clock p.m., 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Come across. That's the 24th. 000. That's 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, and so forth. 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. So that's 24 hours in between. Now we're going to start and add our things. First, we're going to do is we're going to come our folder over here, and we're going to find the Spiller Synergy Pro indicator. We're going to double click it. It's going to open up. First, we'll go to Common, make sure that's checked. Inputs. I like mine to be I like my bull candles to be line. Okay. My sell candle, my bear candle is going to be red. I can make them big if I'm going to leave it at 3 right now and show you. That's 3 right here. This is our Hakinashis. But now, if I right click on it where it says that, I come down and hit properties. If I go here, I can make it even bigger. I can go 6. Click OK. Look how thick they got. You can change that, okay? That's all we need to do on that. We don't need to, oh no, I'm sorry. No, we need to go over to colors. Number 4 and 5. 4, leave everything else alone, but 4 and 5, we need to make those white. That's going to show our indecision candles. 4 and 5 is white. Then we're going to click OK. Now we see our indecision candles. All right? That normally says what price wants to reverse. Price is getting close to 1 in the reverse. So now that we got that, next we're going to install, we went from a 20 moving average, we're going to use a 50 moving average, okay? So we'll go to insert indicators, trend, moving average. We're going to go to colors, parameters. Wait a minute, I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong thing here. Or did it come up wrong? Indicators, trend, moving average. Yep, look. See, when this happens, look, y'all, it's funny it happened right now. Insert, indicators, MACD is what that's supposed to be. I hit trend, and I hit moving average, but it comes up MACD. Whenever your computer does that, whenever your terminal does that, just stop, close out the terminal, and then reopen it. It's having issues. So I'm reopening it now. So I'm kind of glad it did that so y'all can see in case it ever does that to you. That's all you got to do. Just close out your terminal. The MT4 went crazy. Let's let it open back up. All right, this is where we are. Let it finish coming. It still hasn't finished loading yet. I can't click on anything. It's just, down. I can't click on anything. So it's still loading. Give it a few seconds to load. All right, it's almost there. Trade, okay, there we're there. All right, we're back. So now when I go to insert indicators, moving average, or if I go to trend, moving average, now it's the moving average. Y'all saw that, right? I'm kind of glad it did that on this video, so now you know. Parameters, 50 exponential close. I like mine white. If you want to have your template like ours, 50 exponential close, white. That puts the 50 moving average on. This is your moving average. Okay, this means it takes an average of 50 candles of the previous week, 50 candles, and determines the speed determines volume, the level. All right, so we got the 50 moving average, and this is the same one that the banks are using. So we know we're pretty accurate. This is what the banks use. So now that we have the 50 moving average, let's move on. Let's continue. We're going to now add our timer, the C time. Double click it. I like mine to be white so I can see it on the background here. My font is 20. That's too big. I like it to be 15. But, whatever your case is, whatever you like, put it on. And that's all you need to do. Click it. And now I got my timer on. All right. My timer is here. Next, we're going to add Cynthia's daily range. Double click it. Leave everything alone. The font size, leave everything alone. The font color is white. Just click it. Now we got our average daily range. That's here. Next, we're going to add our spread. I like mine to be white. I want to bring it down to about 10. Once again, that's the size. You can put it wherever you want. You can place it in either corner that you want. I like mine to be over here with everything else. So I think that is number 2. Okay. Nope, I'm wrong. That's down at the bottom. I thought so. I go to charts, indicator list, and I go to it, spread. And it's not 2, it must be 1. Let's see what 1 is. Yep, 1 puts it over here. Okay, so that says spread 1.4. 14 points. That's actually 1.4 pips. That's less than a pip now. Okay, so it bounces around. So I'm gonna close this out. So now we got our Heikin-Ices, our 50 moving average, our timer, average daily range, and our spread. Okay, so next we're gonna go and we're gonna add our whole moving average. Double click it. I like for mine everything to be uniform, so I want my buy candle, I want it lime, and my sell, I want it red. And then I'm gonna make it kind of thick so I can see it. So I would like to put mine on 3. That makes the line thick. So see, now I got my lime going up, my red going down, telling me the direction. That's my whole moving average. Okay? So now that we got that, now let's go put our trend bar. This is the one we want. Remember I told you I didn't know which one was what, the multimeter or the trend bar? Well, we don't want the multimeter. We want the trend bar, which we call this the Bible. Okay? Mine is set for lime and red already. Make sure my common is checked. And I go back to inputs and I can place it where I want that. Corner 1, click OK. It's over here, so I don't want it right there because it's in the way. So I'm gonna go back to charts, indicator list, trend bar. I can double click it or click edit either one, scroll down, and let's see where 2 is. 2 is over here. So that's fine with me. That's good for me right there. So I close this out now. Okay, so now see our template is starting to come together. Now I'm going to do our binary code. No, I'm going to do our MACD. So I'm going to go up here to Insert, Indicators, MACD. Let's go to Oscillators, MACD. All right. My 12-26-1. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My template over here is going crazy. But that's how you get that, okay? My 12-26-1 color is going to be red. I like to make it a little thicker, okay? And I got my level, so I click OK. So that's my 12-26-1. Then I'm going to go down over here into my navigator, and I'm going to go up to oscillators, all the way up oscillators. And I'm going to find MACD. And I'm going to click it, left click, and drag it over into this. Don't drag it up here. Drag it into this one. Let it go. I'm going to delete this level. It's going to go to level. I'm going to delete this level here. Okay? I'm going to go back to parameters. I'm going to make this 5, 15, and 1. My color is going to be yellow. Yellow. Okay? Click OK. Now we got our MACD. Now our MACD is here. Okay, everybody see that. Next, I'm going to add my go back to my ID. Where was it at? I'm going to add our binary code. Double click it. Lime and red here. I want these arrows. These are arrows. These are the indicators that are going to be on the chart up here. So I'm going to make those so I can see them. If I leave them lime and red, they're going to blend in. So I don't want to do that. I want to make mine white. You can make them white, yellow, magenta, whatever color you like. And then I want the alert. I want my alert. That means I get a pop-up box every time it comes. And common, make sure it's checked. Everything else you leave alone. See, I got a pop-up. See, that box just popped up. As soon as it pops up. All right, so now I got everything coming together. So I'm going to move. Now, the binary don't need to be this big up here, taking up space. So I'm going to move that down just like that. I'm going to grab it right here and move it down. My MACD don't need to be that big, really. I'm going to grab it and move it down a little bit. It gives me more chart space. Okay, next I want to add my water. I'm going to add my supply and demand. And I could have sworn I downloaded that, but I don't see it in here. Okay, I missed supply and demand when we downloaded, y'all. So Go back and download supply and demand. But I actually have it down in my indicators anyway. But you want to grab supply and demand. Double click it. You don't need to make any changes. No changes. Just double click it and click OK. All right. That gives you your supply and demand. So go back over to globalfxtradeclub.com. Go back to the indicators, the templates indicator. Get supply and demand. Put it into your. You're gonna open up your file. Open data folder. And click on MQL4 and indicators and put that supply and demand in here. Don't put it in any folder. Go ahead and put it back into whatever folder you made with your indicators. Okay? And then just drop it in. That way, what happens when you put them in a folder is that they all stay together. And then close it out. And then you're going to have to come back over and remember and click anywhere in your indicators. Anyway, don't matter where. Anywhere in there and click refresh. All right? Because that's what actually adds it to the navigator. So now that we have all this on here, now we're going to insert we're going to go back to my ID folder, and we're going to add here we go, our water attar. All right, double click it. All right, I like my sienna to be white, and I like my green, which is my buy. I like it to match my chart. So my green right here, I'm gonna make it this lime, and my red, which of course is my sell. I make my white just a little bit bigger, put it like number 2. Okay, I'm gonna go to common, check, inputs. This is very important, y'all. Inputs, very important. Alert, 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 alert. You want to turn all these off. If you do not turn these off, your computer will be going off 24/7. Every second, bling, 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 all forever. You do not want that. All right, we're gonna click OK. Now I got my water attar. All right, I'm gonna sharp shift so I can see. All right, now I got my water attar. Your chart is now looking like ours, right? Last thing we want to put on, last 2 things is our pip counter. All right. I don't make any changes. DLL, colors, everything is the same. I click on it. Now it's not going to show up right here. It normally show up right here, but I'm not in any trades right now. So don't worry if it don't show up. It's not going to show up on your chart yet because you are not in any trades. All right? You're not in the trade. Once you're in a trade, it will show up. Okay? So the last thing we're going to add is our symbol changer. Now, before we add our symbol changer, we want to make sure we have open only the pairs that we're going to be using. All right? Only the pairs we're using. And what happens is you go up to your market watch, and how you open up pairs is you'll right click on the pairs that we told you, that we'll tell you. You left click on it, then right click one time and hit chart window. That will open the pair up and put it down here. Then you go to the next one. Right click, chart window. Right click, chart window. Once you have all the pairs open that we trade, and I'll list those on our website too, all the pairs that we trade, you're going to come over here and you're going to right click anywhere and hit hide all. And what it does is it hides all the other pairs open that we're not using. It closes those out. So only thing we're open, so that way when we open up the symbol changer and we put it in, it's only going to have the pairs that we're using. Now this is where you got to do some adjusting here, y'all. My adjustments are not going to be the same for yours. Reason being because your screens are different. Everybody's screen is different. So you can start off like this. This is the default. The only thing you're going to probably have to change is the width and the height and the font size. Width, height, font size. So I'm just going to leave it default and look what happens. Well, see, it's too big. It's going too far. That's my width, right? So I'm going to come up over here to charts, indicator, symbol changer. I'm going to go to my width. So I'm going to bring my width down. Let's say bring it down to 50. Let's see what that does. Now, I already know I got to bring my font down, but let's just leave it at 50 and see what it does. Click once, click twice. See how it's too big? My font is too big. I got good vertical now, but my font is too big. So now let's edit it. I'm going to click edit. I'm going to bring my font down to 7. I know that works for me. Click once, click twice. That works for me. Now I'm going to move this up just a little. I got to close this box. Move this up just a little bit so I can see all of them. Now, this is what happens right here. If I move all this up for a minute, let me just show you. This is what really appears. You got the minute to all this right here. But we don't need this, right? Because we got it up here. And it's just taking up space. So let's take this down, put it down to like that. So you can reserve space. Then bring our water to wherever you need it, wherever is good for you. That's good for me right there. Bring this down. Good right there. Our MACD, that's our chart, y'all. Now your chart looks like my chart. These are the binary arrows, what I was telling you about. We get a binary arrow, we get a down arrow, we get a down dot, a red dot. We get an up arrow, we get a green dot. A sell arrow, red dot. Buy arrow, green dot. On time. Plus you'll get that alert box that also pop up, okay? So that's what we got. So now what we want to do to make sure we don't lose this, we want to save it. We're going to right click, go to template, save template, click default, click yes. If yours, when you right click and go to template, save template, if you do not have default in here, if you have other stuff in here, but you do not have the word default in here, simply come down here, clear this out, and type DEFAULT. That's it. Type that, click save, then it'll actually go into your default. Now that's the now what happens is, no matter what template I open, watch, we're on EURUSD, it's red. Let's go to EURGBP. I chart shift over right here because see, and now look, if your screen does this, because mine does this something, if it does this right here, that's not, just go up one time frame and come back. See, it's going away. Just go up one time frame and come back. It's gone. But now you chart shift because the current price is way over here. So you chart shift to get to it. See? Let's go to CAD JPY. Waiting for update. Come on. All right. Look, just chart shift. See, we got this right here. Go up one time frame and back. Going away. The current price is right here. Right? We got no volume. But your charts are now like our charts. There should be no problems. You should have no problems. Your charts are like ours. All right? You can always adjust the lines and make stuff bigger to where you can see it. However you need. Whatever you need, you can just click on it, adjust to whatever you need. Now, when I adjust this like this, watch. When I adjust this and I go change the chart, come on, taking the time to change. It stays like that. But let me go here and right click and go to template and go to default. It goes back to where I previously had it, where I saved it at. So if you ever start moving stuff and you say, oh man, I don't like that, just right click, template, and go back to your default template. And that's it. Okay? I click on it, it chart shifts, this happens, go up one time frame and back. All right? That's it, y'all.